Hello friends, let's learn past perfect tense. So let's start. Past perfect tense. The past perfect tense are used for the situations that were completed in the past. Okay, it indicates an action that were completed before any other action took place. Means they indicate the sequence of the actions that were completed in the past. For example, John had baked the cake before you arrived. Means John had already baked the cake before you arrived. Okay. They had painted the fence before I had a chance to speak to them. It means they had already painted the fence before the other action took place. So these are the part of past perfect tense. Now see, these two are the events in the past. Okay. This activity has completed This activity is completed before this activity took place. So these will be included in the past perfect tense. Okay, now we will see how to write the past perfect tense. There is a proper structure. First of all, subject, then had, then third form of the verb. Okay. For example, she is the subject here. Then we add had, then left. Left is the third form of the verb leave. Okay, and then the rest of the sentence. They is the subject here. Had, then we will add had after the subject. And then finished. Finished is the third form of the verb finish. And then the rest of the sentence. So these are the past perfect tenses. Now we will see when to use past perfect tense. Okay, let's start. First of all, to show an earlier action in the past means the actions that had taken place before another action took place. Okay, like the sequences of the actions. For example, I had eaten before Bilal arrived means I had already eaten before Bilal arrived. So there is a sequence. She had left before the call came. Now there are the two events and there is the sequence. So these are the past perfect tenses. Next, to describe cause and effect means the reason. When we have to give the reason. For example, to explain the reason for a past situation. For example, he was tired because he had worked all the day. Why he was tired? Because he had worked all the day. So there is a reason for the situation. Then we will use past perfect tense. Next example, they were upset because they had lost the match. Why they were upset? Because they had lost the match. So when we have to give the reason for a past situation, we will use past perfect tense. The next is to describe unreal or imaginary past situations. Means the situations that didn't exist in reality, but they are just imaginary. For example, if she has studied, she would have passed. Means अगर ऐसा होता तो ऐसा होता. Means the situations does not really exist. It is just imaginary. Okay, like kash wali situation that exists in the past perfect tense. I would have helped if I had known earlier. Means it is again our imagination. मैं अगर help करता अगर मुझे पहले पता होता. Okay, so these are the imaginary situations, not the real one. When we have to give such type of situations, we will use the past perfect tense. Next, with time expressions like before, after, by the time, when. For example, before. I had prayed before dinner means I had prayed first. There is a first action and then the second action. So there is also a sequence of actions here. After. She left after she had packed her bag. Means again we have two events and there is a sequence. So past perfect tenses. By the time. By the time he arrived, I had left. So these are these are some expressions with which we always use past perfect tenses. They had already eaten when we came. He had just finished the task. So in this also we have seen the sequence of the actions. I hope you were able to understand the past perfect tense. To watch more videos like this, don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.